Restaurant dine-in services extended as new COVID cases dropped to 8. More arrests in connection with anti-government protests at PolyU last year. And in Japan, Yoshihide Suga joins the LDP leadership race. Hello, good evening and welcome to TVB News. Hong Kong will further relax some social distancing measures. Starting Friday, restaurant dining hours will be extended until 10 p.m. More entertainment and sports venues will also reopen. Dongyao has details.
Hong Kongers will soon have more leisure options as the city further relaxes its antivirus curbs, starting this Friday and lasting for at least a week. Dinner dine-in services will be extended for 1 hour until 10 p.m. However, the cap on 2 people per table stays. Authorities say they will continue to gauge feedback from the public.
We listened to many of the citizens telling us that sometimes it seems that it's a bit rush, in having dinner because Hong Kong people tend to work late, and so therefore, slightly extending 1 hour would hopefully serve the purpose.
Lan Kwai Fong Group Chairman Alan Zeman believes the move is a good start to revive business.
By extending to 10 p.m., you can get 2 turns. Customers can come from 7 to 9 and then can have another booking from 9 to 10.
Many indoor venues will also join the reopening list. They include gyms, massage parlors, some indoor sports centers, and amusement facilities such as billiard halls. But the establishments need to comply with other health mandates. For fitness centers, machines must be 1.5 meters apart. Group classes are limited to no more than 4 people. But basketball courts and football pitches remain off limits. And for public gatherings, there is still a ban on get-togethers of more than 2 people.
If we impose too much restrictions in one go, then the people flow and the risk of infection will increase. So we need to strike a balance. So therefore, we think that the gathering ban must be maintained.
Meanwhile, bars, karaoke lounges, game centers, and party rooms are still waiting for the OK to reopen. The government says it may further ease restrictions, pending on results of the universal testing scheme and the overall situation. Dongyao, TVB News.
The October 1st National Day fireworks display has been cancelled because of the coronavirus outbreak. The city reported 8 new COVID-19 cases, the lowest since mid-July. All are locally acquired infections. The death toll has climbed to 92 after 2 more elderly patients succumbed to the disease. Jacky reports.
2 of the newly confirmed patients are long-term guests of Mong Kok's Metro Park Hotel. They stayed on the same floor for more than a month but don't know each other. One of them is a retiree who returned from Taiwan in mid-July. The other one, an 87-year-old man, tested positive for the coronavirus after he died. Hospitalized after falling unconscious last week, he showed no COVID symptoms and had no chronic illnesses. The Hongqi Lei Mok Shu hostel infection cluster saw 2 more infections, bringing the tally there to 20. Other new cases include a repair worker in Taiwan and a construction worker at Hong Kong Disneyland. So far, the universal community testing program has found no confirmed or presumptive COVID-19 cases.
There were a lot of samples from the first day, so maybe not all have been tested yet.
And on day 2 of the scheme, the turnout at some test centers was a relative trickle. Elsewhere, a steadier stream of people who were mostly senior citizens and the middle-aged. Some were allowed to register on the spot. Like this woman who only learned about the test after seeing the queues. But some possible loopholes for the supposedly one-off test system too. Our reporter who did the test yesterday successfully made another booking. The government says such flexibility is intended for those who might have come into contact with high-risk groups, and the daily quota has been ramped up. As of 6 p.m., new slots have opened up for some centers, while others are still unavailable for new appointments. In light of that, the authorities are considering extending the program beyond the 7-day period. Jacky, TVB News.
Police arrested 15 people who allegedly tried to defraud the government of more than $3 million through the anti-epidemic fund subsidy.
After the government announced the details of the scheme, they will apply for new business registrations or open more branches. They will submit forged documents for applying the subsidies. They have altered the address in order to show that they have been operating their business at a specific address. They have submitted some forged photos which have been edited, and the source of the photos may be coming from the internet or taken from other shops.